Hey, what's up YouTube? It's me, Jay, aka 6Guy, and I am back with another video for you guys today. And today we'll be having a video about 6 lingering last questions I have for college football EA 25. I'm super excited about this game. The deep dive just dropped earlier this week. Deep dive gave us a lot, guys. I can't lie, it gave us way more than I was thinking. Like, even to the conference editing and all that other stuff is ridiculous. I cannot wait for this game. But with that being said, we still got some questions, still got some lingering Johns that I need answered. I can't lie, because this game is going to be the best. I believe is going to go down as literally the best sports game to release like ever. No way this game not breaking records. But today I will be talking to you guys about 6 questions I have for EA and that has not been answered yet. Some of them kind of have been, but not like clear forefront like answers and clear statements about each situation. So if you guys like this video, if you guys like me, thank you for watching. My name is J6Guy. I have a TikTok, Instagram, YouTube channel, Twitter, all that. I do college football content, I do skits, I do stuff on movies, I do basically everything. So if you guys like the channel, please give it a like, thumbs up, and notification bell if you like me enough. But if you are watching this video, I'd just like to say thank you for the view, and let's get right into it. Starting off with my first question of the day, will Dynasty ever get cross-platform in the first games this year? So it was already stated by EA that Dynasty will not be cross-platform, but EA did give us online play now and road to college football playoff. But will Dynasty ever be cross-platform in the first year of the game's return? This is still up for debate. This is it's still I have no idea, because as of right now they're saying no, but in the matter, they've done it with Madden before. This is why I have this question, because they've done it with I think when Madden first went next gen, at first it wasn't cross platform, but like after probably like half a year of it dropped, it finally became cross platform. So it can do it, but I just wonder if if they already have cross platform in the game, for especially online, is how hard it will be for Dynasty is my question. And it says here on their blog, it says in college football 25 you can play cross platform and road to college football playoff, college football ultimate team, and player friend. I did forget about ultimate team. But with that being said, it's just like Dynasty online cross platform will make the Dynasty universe even more like crazy, the online Dynasty universes, I mean. So I just hope it's in the game eventually. I have a lot of friends that use Xbox. I have a lot of friends that use PS5. I use a PS5, but I still love to play against Xbox people all the time. So I just hope regular online Dynasty becomes cross-platform. Maybe not at launch, obviously, but eventually down the road. I hope so, man. Now, for question number 5, I have no offline Dynasty for Team Builder, ? As we already know, EA announced that Team Builder is coming back, and everyone is excited to hear that. But it was stated by EA that Team Builder teams will only be allowed to import in online private dynasties. So I honestly don't really even understand this point. I'm just going to read the blog and elaborate. So it says here, Team Builder is back. You can import up to 16 Team Builder teams in a private online dynasty. The commissioner will need you to replace existing FBS schools with the Team Builder teams they want to add when setting up the dynasty. Including Team Builder schools is only available at creation of the league, and they can only be used in private online dynasties. So make sure your commissioner knows which school you want to use when getting online dynasty started. So obviously in previous games, you can just import your dynasty and it'd be online or offline. You could do your dynasty online, offline. That's just how it was. Basically, the new game, I know next gen is probably way more complications with stuff, but I'm just confused on why it's not allowed on online dynasty. If it's I get we have to download it from the Team Builder website, which we already had to do in 14. But why can't we use our dynasty modes in offline? That's just the one question I have, and why isn't it there? Because me personally, I do both. I do offline and online dynasties. I do a lot of offline dynasties for my content, so that's why I'm like, and it's just that's kind of like a bummer. But I don't know why it's not there. So I just wonder how it's going to work. Especially, I know I'm not the only one who loves offline dynasties. So I'm so excited for Team Builder, but that definitely comes with a little Debbie Downer. I cannot lie. Little Debbie Downer. I cannot lie. But on to the next question. Now for my fourth question is, can we edit coaches? With college football coming back because of NIL, it has been said, I'm pretty sure it was been said, I don't know for sure, but it has been said that we cannot edit players' names in the game. And it already has been stated that there are zero coaches, actual real life coaches in the game. So my question is, I know we can't actually edit player names and likenesses and yada yada yada, but are we still allowed to go in and edit like any coach and any offensive coordinator in like the regular base settings of the game? Because I still want to set up my dynasty and like I want to go against Dan Lanning. Like I still want to play against Caleb DeFleur. Like I still want to play against actual real coaches, and obviously back in the day we did it anyway. We just up an NC 14, 13, all we did was just re-download rosters. So like I hope you can still edit the regular base coaches. If not, I understand. I'm not mad. That's not one thing I'll be upset about the game. Definitely not. That's definitely not the worst thing that's happening with this game. So it's just like, I don't know. I hope so. Like I hope we can just edit the coaches without starting a dynasty. Because it says on the blog, Build Your Coach, your journey at the top of the college football world starts with your coach. We wanted this to be meaningful and allow you to experience the coaching journey that no other sport can provide. We met with college football coaches and experts and started breaking down real life coaches on the whiteboard. What was their identity? What made them great? What was their journey to get where they are today? So basically, obviously, if this is saying when you start your dynasty, you can make your own coach. Yes, I'm pretty sure you can go to the game. If you go to Oregon and you want to make Dan Lanning, you can make Dan Lanning. But like, what I'm trying to elaborate is that in the regular load up screen, am I allowed to go to edit teams or edit schools or edit coaches and just change coaches' names? That's the one question I do have. I hope we can. If not, again, it's not the worst. I don't care at the same time. But it would be nice if we did. Now for question number 3, I think this is in a game. If it's not, okay, I understand. Or it might be through Team Builder. Let me elaborate. Third question I have is, can we upgrade the stadiums in Dynasty? So we all know, like, when any of us start out for a rebuild with like Rice or Toledo, you start out with one of the only like 14K stadiums, and obviously in a rebuild, however long it takes, 3 years, 2 years, 1 year, 1 season, whatever, the level up from taking Toledo from the MAC team to a SEC or whatever, is that what comes with that is I know stadium prestige is a thing for recruiting. So if we level up these smaller schools, are we going to be able to upgrade the stadium, upgrade the stands, so we can get these recruits that will be looking for that, you know? So that's just one question I have in the game. That's definitely one thing that sucked in 14, is that literally you'll be the 4 year of the dynasty with like Eastern Michigan, and y'all literally only got 7,000 in the stands still, you know? So it'll just be another real life aspect to the game, is that if you move up your school, if you rebuild the school, you can actually rebuild the stadium. I don't know if it will be like through Team Builder. You can just upload through Team Builder, maybe in the off season of the dynasty, or a way you can do it like in game possibly. But as of right now, we don't know. I hope it is. There's been content creators that said hints about it and yada yada yada, but we don't know for sure. But I hope create a stadium or upgrade a stadium is in the game, because it will help a lot more with that the real life dynasty feel. Transfer portal. One question I have regarding the transfer portal in college football 25 is, how bizarre will players transfer in dynasty, and also how often will we be able to transfer and road to glory? So with that being said, the question I'm basically asking is, how actual realistic is this transfer portal in the game? Because the one thing I literally thought about today is that will the computers not on my team during Dynasty be consistent in how the transfer portal works, if that makes any sense? For example, if I'm at Michigan, right, And if I'm not at, trying to give a good example, if I'm at Auburn, right, and I'm playing the Dynasty at Auburn, and Jalen Milroe is a junior right now, I still want Jalen Milroe to be a junior next year if the coach is still the same at Alabama, you know? I don't, like, if Jalen Milroe just transfer out of the blue, I'll be like, all right. But it's also at the same time, if that's is how often will that happen? Like, I just don't want the transfer portal to be essentially a free agency. I know it's definitely probably a dumbed down version of it, and it's definitely like, definitely not. But at the same time, I hope it's not just like every offseason is a bunch of random players from each college just go. And I know they saying it goes based off coaches and the connections with coaches, and I love that. Like, if a coaches leave. Yes, I understand that. But at the same time, is how random will like some people like players just transfer out of the blue, because that happens in real life too, you know. Like, it's not always just like a coach connection. Some people just leave for the money, as NIL is a new way of doing things. So that's just the one question I have with the, not even question, just the one little pet peeve or worry thing about the transfer portal being a new game. For my last question for today's video, I have, how accurate will the new playoff format be in Dynasty? Basically, for the first time in college football, EA college football, we have the college football playoffs. Obviously, in 14, we didn't have it. We missed a year. So now this is the first time we had the playoffs. But it's not starting with the 14 bracket. We are now moved to the 12-team bracket this year, if you didn't know, if you've been sleeping on a rock. But we have the 12-team bracket this year. Basically, what my question is, how accurate will these new playoff formats be? For example, I'm not even talking about the G5s. Let's just leave the G5s out of it right now. For example, let's just say 5 teams go undefeated. Let's just say Georgia, Ohio State, Bama, and Florida State go undefeated, right? And then we have one more group of 5 school. I don't know, like Oregon. Say Oregon has like a 1 loss or something like that. Basically, my question is especially after what happened last year where Florida State is, I want that accuracy to be in the playoff. Like, I can't lie. If Florida State is a 12-1 team and they don't have their starting quarterback and yada yada yada, and Georgia is a 11-1 team and they don't have their starting quarterback, but it's Georgia versus Florida State and it's dead even, I expect the computer to throw Georgia in every time. I want this playoff to be perfect. I can't lie. Like, it would just suck if we got the playoffs and then like it would just be a couple scenarios where we'd be like, what the hell is Louisiana Tech doing in the playoffs, you know? It's one thing if you do custom conferences, yada yada yada, but in the base regular conferences, if you didn't like edit conferences, that's just the one question I do have, is how accurate will each playoff be? Like, is it based off the algorithm? Is it going to be based off stats? Is it going to be based off overall? You know, because it's a game. It's not like real life. You don't have people we're picking Florida State over Jersey. No. In the game, there's codes and there's just different ways. So that's just my question, is how realistic are the playoffs actually going to be in these dynasties, you know? And that's just my one, like, I keep saying gripes and worries, but it's not even, because it literally, like, is just a worry, you know? Because this is not ender breaking the game at all. It's still going to be a perfect game. But it's just like, that's the one aspect I am also worried about too. Is just like, how authentic or how real will this 12-team bracket actually be? Obviously after the first couple years it'd be whack, because that's just college football. Especially in the games, they just change. That's the one thing I love about college football, is that in the games they constantly are changed. Like I can't tell you one dynasty that Alabama has still been number 1 in after the first 2-3 years that I played in revamped or NCAA 14. So I'm just saying that, like, for the first couple years at least, like, how authentic is the playoff field going to be for the game? You know, is it going to be actually these real life juggernauts you actually see, or is it we're going to get more random? Like, I saw NC State in the 1 play. I'm like, how the hell NC State get there? Like, it's just certain stuff like that. They won American, but like, you would never put an American conference over like an SEC team or Big Ten team. You know, I'm talking about the conference team. But with that being said, those are the only questions I have left for EA College Football 25. I'm super excited. The game is dropping in less than 10 days. I'm super excited. I cannot wait. This is going to be the best drop in probably gaming history. I can't lie. And I'm a gamer, so this is probably the biggest drop in gaming history. So if you guys liked the video, if you guys got any more questions, drop down below. If you guys liked the video, thank you. Turn that notification bell on. I'll be back soon. And that's all for the video today, guys. Those are my 6 questions I have for college football. And that's it for the video, guys. Those are the last questions I have for EA College Football 25. It's dropping in a week, not a week, 10 days. So it's dropping in 10 days. I'm super excited for this game. I cannot wait for this game. I'm going to do so many videos on this game. So if you guys like this video, if you guys like me, drop the like. Don't forget to press the subscribe button, turn that notification bell on. I'll be having more college football videos for you guys soon. Thank you guys for watching. God bless. 6 out. Peace.